Tell me about radio and TV. Let's go to radio first.
Okay.
And I'm talking, let's say from 40 to 50, 1940 to 1950. I know you're born in 41, but what do you remember about the radio? Did you guys have a radio in the house? What kind of radio was it? And what did
We
you
had
listen-
one that my mother had that was like kind of a big console thing. You open it up and it had a radio and a record player.
And what did you listen to? What were the radio programs? What did you listen
My
to?
mother loved baseball. I remember her listening to baseball games on the radio. I didn't listen to much of anything on the radio.
No radio?
But when the time I was a teenager, I did. And we listened to the radio a lot as teenagers because there were special stations in Boise, and the one that was the very best, and now I won't be able to think of it. Oh gosh, it was a Howdy Partner. Okay, it's over by Nampa, huge, big, round thing, and everybody drive around and round and round it. You know what I mean? And go there, and then they piped the music out of the thing, and you could hear it, and people would just hang out there. And when I was in high school, I was in high school. I got a job working there, which I thought, nobody's got a job as good as this. It was a summer job. I'm sure it was a summer job. And my mother was friends of the, what do you call people who are the speakers on the radio? The
DJ?
Not the DJ, the head guy. And
The president? of the
no,
company?
but it was something like that. But anyway, he was the head guy of this radio station, and so my mother got me a job there. She kind of said he was looking for somebody that could be a secretary for the summer. I thought, my mother said, "Do you want to work for him?" I'm like, "Yes," and so he hired me, and I worked, and I got to listen to that all day long. You know, the music that they played. They played, music for kids. And I had to put, my job was to put, well, for him, I did two jobs. For him, I wrote letters and filed things and did stuff like that. But then a lady went on vacation, and so I took over her job for a few weeks, putting in advertisements. And you have to see how long the song is, because you're doing time. And I'd have to pick you'd have to get 3, what do they call them? Spots for one company in 6 hours or whatever. And you had to space them, and you had to make sure the music fit. But I listened to the best music the whole time. I loved it. It was the funnest job. And then we'd have people come in making spots. And they were in a quiet room, kind of a room that's supposed to be quiet. But I could hear them make the spots and sing and do it over and over again. And it was just a really fun job. And that was the radio station that we all listened to in our cars.
Wow.
I know. And then I worked at KBOI too in Boise, which was, I worked there.
What was it, what?
KBOI. It's a TV station in Boise. There's like 3 stations when I was there, and it was the better station, and I was the secretary to the manager of the station, and it was fun. I just typed letters for him. But one day, now you've got to name all these actors, and I was trying to think what his name is not too long ago. Real tall. Clint Eastwood. Yeah, came. And I got to go get him at the front door, and he was just shaking. I thought, what's wrong with you? He was just really nervous. He was really young. That would be, 59, 60, something like that. Anyway, I could not get over how tall he was. He was so tall. But I was just supposed to go get him, bring him back to the office. So I just said, just come with me and I'll take you to see the manager. And so he came in. I think he was on TV later that day. I don't know. But isn't that funny? But funnier than that, my big brother, Daryl, worked for the station. And he did spots for, this is kind of strange, he did sports spots. And my mother would just say prayers every time he'd get on there that he wouldn't make a mistake, because she was sure they'd fire him. And he just was young and cute and did these spots, and I thought he was really cute. I was really proud of him. I was in high school, and he'd have, after school, he had, what did he call it? Oh, Rally in the Alley. And he was the DJ. And we could go over there and dance in the alley. And that was cute. And he was on TV, but he did a beer special, or beer commercial one night. And my mother was watching it, and she watched everyone, and she just prayed. She said that he'd do a good job. And when he came out there, everybody teased him, and they shook it up. So when he took the lid off, it went everywhere. And he swore, and they fired him just like that. I know, it was so, my mother cried for days. Isn't that terrible? Oh, but he was very cute, very handsome, and the kids my age thought he was really cute, and that was funny. So he didn't last long.
You remember the swear word?
Yeah, but I'm not saying it.
Come on.
No, I really don't know, but I am sure it wasn't good. I'm sure it wasn't good. You just use your imagination. And my mother knew he'd get fired if he did that. And he did, I guess. It's so bad. He was in college. He went to Boise State when it was Boise Junior College. And that's when he'd work at the station some.
So that was KBOY?
I.
KBOI.
BOI, like K Boise, I guess, BOI.
And then what was the other one before that?
The radio station?
Yeah.
Why can't I remember that?
You said it was like a circle. What was it?
Oh, well, that was the Howdy Partner. That was a big
Partner?
cafe. It was a big cafe with, just kid food, hamburgers and stuff. And people just would, it was there. It's been there forever, but it was a big deal back then. Everybody just go to the Howdy Partner Saturday night, and they'd play music really loud, and you could talk to your friends and get something to eat, and that's just what they did.